everybody. Welcome back to my makeup table. Today is almost a beautiful spring day, so I've been very inspired this weekend by working on several private clients of mine to really do a tutorial about spring makeup and how we can make our faces look lively and beautiful and how we can use some of our fun colors. And let's get the tutorial started. So first of all, I've already applied all my foundation. My brows are on, so we're pretty much ready to go into shadow, which will be the first step. So today I'm going to go back to one of my little palettes that I'm absolutely in love with, and it is the e.l.f. palette. And it's this one. So you can see all these beautiful purples, pinks, blues. We've got a really nice glitter black that I'm absolutely in love with. So what we're going to start off with today, this color, is right here. And we're going to sweep that, which I've already started, by the way. We're going to sweep that across the whole lid of the eye, because we're going to do a smoky evening spring eye, and we're going to do like a multi-layered. So if you would want to do this makeup before you go to work in the morning and you have an event that night, you can just build on it for 5 minutes when you get home. So we're just going to keep layering that really nicely, purpley, so you're starting to see the color again just on the eyelid. Now what we're going to do is going to go back in with this really pretty, deep, smoky periwinkle color. And we're going to apply that by tapping right in your eye socket. You can sort of feel where your eye socket is by that bone. And the bone really won't let you go much higher until you start to do the shading. So don't be afraid of making a mistake. We can always blend later and brush off all the excess and get the shadow in the shape that we really, really want, which for a smoky eye is mostly on the lid and the crease. That is really what's going to create drama and smoke up the eye. Now what we're going to do is just start to build it up just a little above the crease, keeping it in a semicircle. You see, now I'm sort of rounding it out, so I'm not building a cat eye. I'm rounding up just past the crease of the eye, right in here. That is your smoke, right in there. That's what's going to give the smoke to the eye. So we're going to take our angle brush, this is a pretty fine angled brush, and I'm going to take it into this black glitter. I just love this. And now I'm going to create a lash line. Start to build the definition to the eye. It's the dark that really builds the definition to the eye. So again, it's this really, really pretty black glitter that I'm very fond of. Now for the next step, this is where the smoke comes in. This is how you really, it's a little trick to create a lot of definition in the eye, but not completely closing the eye in. So what we're going to do is take a pencil, it can be any color really, I prefer a chocolate brown, and what I'm going to do is line inside my eye. And what you want to do is really concentrate on getting it right here too. As you can see, I'm in need of a new pencil, but I'm a very firm believer that you use it till it's gone. We're going to do the same thing. And again, we're going to get right there, right at the very edges of the eye, because we're going to do a little something with that later. So now you can start to see the eye starts to really smoke up and get intense. But the fun part comes in when you go back in to a lighter color. For this purpose, we're going to use this purple. Kind of looks a little blue on camera. And we're going to tap it. Now your brush needs to be somewhat small for this and a detailed brush, which is why I like the angle brush, because you really can get in there and really be precise. All you're going to do is tap it right into your lash line. For a super, super smoky look, you can actually bring it all the way through if you like. I'll do that for purposes of this tutorial so that I can really show you what it looks like. Just literally join it right here. This is a big part of a smoky eye, is you've got to have those edges joined, or it's not going to look smooth, it's not going to look pretty. So already you can sort of see how that eye starts to get more intense with color. With a lighter color, and intensify even further, I should show you what I'm using. It's this color right here. So what we're doing is we're creating tones. This is just a light application, and now you can start to see how the eye begins to shape up. We're going to take this color again, and now we're going to brush it over everything we've just done. Since it's a lighter color, it's really not going to add a whole lot of depth. It's going to smooth everything out, and that's really what we want with a smoky eye. You can also take it and go back in right up to your brow. So you're smoothing it all down and making it look very, now we're going to apply the highlighter, and I'm going to go back in with a light color right here, and we're going to sweep that right under the brow. You can see how iridescent it is, so it's really going to make your brows very, very defined. That's kind of the beauty of a highlighter, is it really does show your brow off, and is such a pretty finish to what would otherwise be a very dark eye. So you've just got a little glint of opening up at the top of your so as you can see, it's been a pretty quick makeup. It doesn't have to be a lot of work to smoke the eye up. My next step would be that I would definitely curl my lashes. There is not a day that goes by that I am not curling my eyelashes. Even if I don't wear mascara, I am curling those lashes. I think it just really gives the eye an open look, and it's very, very pretty. The next step that we're going to do is going to kind of give the eye another little tone of brightness. I'm going to go in with this sort of mauve-y blush and sweep that across everything we've done. You can use any brush for this, as long as it's a nice shading brush. But you can see it gives the face a lot of brightness when you just put a little color on your brow bone. Now while I'm at it, I'm just going to add the same color blush under my cheekbone. For a really pretty bright look. Now I'm going to put my mascara on. This is kind of a strange thing. I love to put my mascara on. However, I'm a freak about mascara. So what I do is I like the brush from one mascara, but I like the texture of another mascara. So I take my brush from one and I use it with another mascara. In a smoky eye, mascara really is key to the makeup. I mean, you really have to get those lashes darker than the smoke you've put on your eye, which makes sense when you think about intensity. The thing that actually adds intensity is darkness and depth. So that is the step that you really want to take a lot of time with on a smoky eye, is to get your mascara. Oh, now that I've got my upper mascara done, I take it a little step further. I'm very particular about mascara. I don't like it to smudge under my eyelashes at all. So I use a different mascara for my lower lashes. It is L'Oreal Lash Out. I've used it probably every day of my life for 25 years. I really like the consistency, and I really like this very thin, fine brush. It allows me to just go in and place the mascara without over dramatizing my lower eyelashes. I don't like real long, cakey, bulky mascara under the eye. Now, with the smoky eye, you can get away with a little bit more mascara than you would ordinarily think under your eye. So you can see that the eye is beginning to build. It's beginning to get very nice and smoky. What we want to do now is lay some texture onto the face, give some illumination to the face. So what I'm doing now is using a bronzing powder, and I'm going to be building a little bit of tonality through the perimeter of my face. Just adds a really pretty lightness. Top of the cheekbone. Remember, I've already used that mauve-y color under my cheekbone, so this is top of the cheekbone. And you want to keep your blush a little on the lighter side when you've done a smoky eye, because you really want that eye to pop out with an illuminating powder. And just give a little bit of luminescence to the center of the face and the nose. And a little bit more mauve under the cheekbone. Blush is also something you want to build. You don't want to just heavily apply it, because it's all about blending, really. A little on the chin. If you go too heavily into your blush and just do it too heavily on your face, I wish I could show you how light I'm touching my face with this brush. It looks like I'm really, really rubbing it deeply into my skin. I'm not. It's very, very lightly, which is why you want to hold your brush lightly. You know, you don't want to do something like a pencil. You're going to be overworking it that way, and you're going to be too heavy-handed. So it's just like a feather touch, and now you just want to take all those tones and blend them all in. So the next step would be, what do we want to do for our lips? Well, typically, the rule of thumb for a smoky makeup is that you would keep your mouth very, very light. I don't agree with that rule. I think that if you're very dramatic and you've got dramatic colors on, you can definitely do a smoky eye and a deep lip. It's very pretty like that. But for today's tutorial, we are going to do a lighter lip. I'm going to go in with this frosted pink. It's a very, very pretty color, very springy. And I think that it's going to really lend itself to the luminescence of this makeup. So there we have the lips. And I'm going to go back in with my very favorite lip pencil that I've also been using for 25 years. It's very tried and true. It's a Maybelline light brown eyebrow pencil. I know that sounds crazy, but it is a very light color. You can see I can barely even get it on my hand. So it's just really a nice tone. So it doesn't give too much color, and it doesn't give too much demarcation. I don't like that you can see a brown lip liner, but you definitely want to do some kind of a medium tone around a pink lipstick. Otherwise, you're not really going to see a smoky eye. I have kept the lip neutral for this particular makeup, but I think it came out really pretty. You can see it's very easy to do. It's really, you can use a myriad of shades to get to this actual look. I've done purple today, but you can do it with smoke gray, with navy blues and grays. You can also do it with deep greens and teals. You could do a smoky eye with anything that is medium tone to dark. Now remember, what you want to be doing is layering the most amount of darkness around the perimeter of your eye. But I definitely always like to finish off a smoky eye with a very, very glossy lip if you're going to go really neutral on your mouth. So I'm just using MAC lip glass, because what this is going to do is make your lips look really larger, and what that does is it balances out the smoke and the smoky eye so you don't look too raccoony. You do want balance even though you have a neutral lip. So accentuate your mouth a little bit larger than you ordinarily would and really, really gloss it up for a very, very pretty evening makeup. I hope you've enjoyed this smoky eye tutorial, and come on back to my makeup table soon. I've had fun. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.